Finding your voice. The first 7 days are about the inner battle. Before the world doubts you, you doubt yourself. This week's stories are about women who decided to stop waiting for permission. Day 1. The girl from Madras who ran PepsiCo. She woke up one morning, walked into her mother's kitchen, and said the words every Indian daughter dreads saying, "I'm taking a job in America." Her mother didn't speak to her for 3 days. 40 years later, that same girl was running one of the largest companies in the world. This is the story of Indra Nooyi. Indra was born in 1955, in Madras, in a middle-class Tamil Brahmin family. The kind of family where girls learn to cook before they learn to argue. Where the ceiling for a woman's life is drawn early, in pencil, by everyone except her. But Indra was strange. She played cricket with the boys. She joined an all-girl rock band in college and played guitar. Her mother used to set up a game at the dinner table. She would tell Indra and her sister to imagine they were prime minister or president, and then deliver a speech. The winner got an extra serving of dessert. Indra would later say that game taught her, before anyone told her otherwise, that her voice mattered. She got into IIM Calcutta. Then, in 1978, she did something almost no Indian woman of her generation did. She applied to Yale. She got in. She had no money. She borrowed it. She landed in America with 2 suitcases and almost nothing in her bank account. Her first job interview at Yale was a disaster. She did not own a Western suit. She wore a sari to an interview and was politely told in not so many words that she had embarrassed herself. She went home and cried. Then she called her mother. Her mother said, "If you cannot dress like them, work harder than them. They will never forget you." So she walked back into that career office, sari and all, and asked them to help her again. She joined Boston Consulting, then Motorola, then Asia Brown Boveri. By 1994, PepsiCo recruited her as their head of corporate strategy. She was the only woman in most of the rooms she walked into. She was almost always the only Indian, sometimes the only person of color. For 12 years, she fought her way up. She was the architect of 2 of the biggest deals in PepsiCo's history, the spin-off of their restaurant business, and the acquisition of Quaker Oats, which gave them Gatorade. She understood something the men around her did not. The American consumer was changing. People did not just want sugar water and chips. They wanted to feel okay about what they were eating. She started pushing PepsiCo into healthier products. Her colleagues called it a distraction. The board called her difficult. In 2006, the board made her CEO of PepsiCo. She was the first woman, the first immigrant, and the first person of color to hold the job. She drove home thinking about how she would tell her mother. When she walked into her house in Connecticut, her mother, who was visiting from India, said, "Wait, before you tell me anything, go get milk. We need milk." Indra was furious. She said, "Amma, I just got the biggest job of my life. Can the milk wait?" Her mother looked at her and said something Indra has repeated in interviews many times since. "Listen, you may be the CEO of PepsiCo, but when you walk through that door, you are a wife, a daughter, a mother. The crown stays in the garage. Now go get the milk." She got the milk. She ran PepsiCo for 12 years. She doubled their revenue. She also walked through every kind of doubt about whether a woman could lead a company that big, about whether an immigrant could understand American consumers, about whether a mother could be a real CEO. The morning of her appointment, an analyst on a major business channel said, "She got the job because she is a woman." She did not respond publicly. She just kept working. When she stepped down in 2018, PepsiCo's market value had risen by tens of billions of dollars. She wrote letters to the parents of every member of her senior team, thanking them for raising the people who built the company with her. She wrote about 300 of those letters. By hand. Lessons. 3 things from her story. First, your background is not your ceiling. A girl from Madras whose family did not even own a car ran one of the largest companies on earth. Where you are starting is not where you have to end. Second, the price of ambition is real. Indra has said openly that she missed her daughter's performances. She missed birthdays. She does not pretend otherwise. Anyone who tells you that you can have everything without trade-offs is selling you a story. The question is not whether there are trade-offs. The question is whether the trade-offs are worth it to you. Third, the crown stays in the garage. Title is not identity. The job will end. The people in your life will not. Indra's mother was right. Close. If this story moved you, the next one in this series is about a woman who saved up $5,000, locked herself in her apartment, and invented an entire industry. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And tell me in the comments, what is the one thing you are doing right now in your career that the people around you do not understand yet? I'll see you tomorrow.